For reward, survivors ready. Go! Oh man. It's May and Ivy. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Ivy is a bullet in that water. Speeding right up. I can't believe my eyes. It's giving a comeback.
Hey Sam, are we gonna have Brussels sprouts with pizza there?
I like liver. I know I'm probably in the minority, but...
And that's how we knew who had our key. And then while we were standing around waiting on them to kayak, we made our exchange in the chaos.
May's so sweet, but she's not feeling great today, and so that can put us at a disadvantage if we have someone who's not feeling like they can pull their weight in the challenges.
First person voted out as Survivor Winthrop, sink or swim. Nay.
Yeah, we figured it'd be loving to let her sit it out if she wasn't feeling good. At the same time, you know,
It was a solid play.
you guys are, believe it or not, you're a power couple coming in. We're dating, we've been dating for 6 months. Like, you guys are tight. We know. You say we're competitive, but deep down, we were all a little nervous you guys were going to stick it out.
It went according to plan. We're a little surprised that May and Luke voted for different people. We thought that they would have voted united, but that was kind of a surprise, but it didn't really matter in the long run.
No hard feelings.
Definitely not what I expected. May was supposed to vote Steve, and Michelle was supposed to vote Steve. Somehow there was some confusions there. I understand why May got voted off. I don't think she's going to be bitter about it, and I'm not. I still think I'm going to try to stick with Steve. Try to still see if we can make something happen there.
Like, this is Survivor. We have to outwit and outlast and outplay these people. I didn't vote Steve. And I never told him I was gonna vote. He said that he was gonna do it and I should do it. And I was like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, I have different ideas. And I was trying to and then I was like, yes, that's a great idea. I understand we need to have a strong team. Steve's a good choice I understand. But I never said I was gonna do it because I won't do that. Now I have to go back to camp. This is the worst part. So yeah, I'm gonna do this guilt free. I think I'm gonna decide to do this guilt free. I adopt that theology here. Yeah.
Welcome, May, to the Uncharted Island. You're here because you've been voted out. Doesn't feel great, but you've chosen to swim. So here, you're probably wondering why we're standing in this old, overgrown pit. Well, this is where an old tribal council from Survivor seasons past was, here in Survivor Winthrop Heatwave. It's a hot day today, and you've been presented with this information.
Welcome to Uncharted Island. So you've decided to swim and not sink. Good for you. You swam and swam until you came upon this place. Now what? You must remain here until you have a chance to get back in the game. When will that be? We're not telling. Aw, man. In the meantime, you have work to do. You will compete in your own set of challenges here that will assist you later if you do eventually re-enter the game. If at any point you decide that you can't take it anymore, then throw your buff in the fire pit and you will leave the game for good, forfeiting your seat on the jury. Interesting.
All right.
So what are these challenges?
That's what you're about to find out. So let's take a walk and we'll go talk some more.
Come on in, guys. Moosehead, getting your first look at the new Rangeley tribe. May voted out at the first tribal council. You guys ready to get to your next reward challenge? I said, are you ready to get to your next reward challenge? All right, Mike, take it away.
All right, this is a challenge that's been done before, so anybody who's seen it should know, have an idea. You're gonna choose 2 tribe members. Those 2 tribe members must have their hands on the table to start. Those 2 will go out to the post that you see. They're gonna have to retrieve by untying knots the bag, which contains a block puzzle. It's a 7-letter word, okay? Those 2, once you get your bag of blocks, you bring them back to the table, you figure out the word. It's a 7-letter word. Once you figure that out, come to your 3 tribe mates that are assigned to this part of the challenge. You'll secretly tell each tribe member the word that's on that challenge. They need to then be holding on behind the knot, okay? That's where everybody's holding on. They'll have the blocks. They need to walk to the center while balancing the plate that's in the center. They need to spell that word by stacking it, last letter on bottom, first letter on top. And you can't stack more than 1 at a time when you go to the center, okay? First person to get their puzzle solved and stacked wins reward.
You guys want to know what you're playing for? Yes. You're going to be able to hang out in that little swimming area and get your phones. Check your IG, you know. Hashtag Survivor Winthrop 2022.
Is there food in it?
There's no food yet. But it'll do. Worth playing for? Yeah. I said, is it worth playing for? All right, guys, strategize. We'll get situated. All right, going out. For Moosehead, we got Arthur and Ivy. For Rangeley, it's Steve and Luke. Survivors ready? Go! Ivy making her way through the knots. I can't really tell from here, but Steve doesn't look too comfortable. Oh, looks like she's making progress. Hopefully Luke's not too... Ivy's got the bag. They're coming back. A beautiful dismount. They're gonna take the blocks and unscramble. Luke and Steve have the bags for Rangeley. They're gonna start unscrambling the word. Let's give it. Moosehead, they're getting their blocks together. We're gonna arrange who's gonna be doing what. Luke and Steve still working on unscrambling the word. This win could be a big morale boost for the Rangeley tribe. They have yet to win a challenge. All right. Both tribes starting at the same time on stacking the blocks.
So, yeah, you guys.
You have to be behind the knot.
Everyone has to be... Lindsay, you have to be behind the knot while he's doing that.
Oh, you have to be? Yeah. Oh. Of course there is.
Amber stacked both blocks.
Yes.
This is key communication time.
More tension when she gets closer.
If you can't work together,
Good job, Amber.
it's gonna fall apart just like your stack of blocks.
You got it.
Rangeley's got 3 blocks stacked. Amber has done her job, and now it's up to the other 2.
All right, Austin. Nice and taut the whole time. You got it.
They have 3.
Austin making his way.
You gotta pick it up a little bit.
Rangeley has got 4 blocks stacked. This one is intense.
You must start over.
You must start over. Moosehead has lost their stack. They've got to start over.
Steady, steady.
Next time, go in closer with your rope.
Rangeley, all that stack is. They've got 2 letters remaining. Once Michelle gets behind their knot. A very close call for them. Feel free to get up a little closer. Moosehead has lost their stack again. They've got to start over. Evan going
You
right
guys
in.
have got it. Keep it slow and steady. They keep knocking theirs over. You guys have got it.
All right, tighter.
Slow and steady. You got all the time in the world. gave the blind girl with no glasses 3 blocks.
I need you all. Please. No. Put it in there.
All the time in the world, Michelle. You just take your time.
Ivy, you are not allowed to fill in that hole.
Maybe just lower left.
That was helping.
I must be mute.
Let out like a half an inch, nice and slow. Let out, okay. Good. Hold it there.
Too much, too much.
Right there?
Right here.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yeah, I think we should bring it up a little bit more to make it easier for her to get to it.
I know.
This late, you want to all pull in?
I think it's
People
good.
are looking awfully shaky right now.
Let's hold it. As long as you can keep it strong, we're good.
Yep. Amber, taking a minute to regain composure.
How do you feel, Austin?
I feel good.
Yeah,
If
okay.
Amber's feeling good, that's.
Stack. Shaking a bit. Awfully. If she can get just close enough, and if that letter stays. Oh! It stayed. Take a breath.
It stayed for a second.
Take a breath.
Okay.
Take a breath. Rangeley's got to start over. So guys, another adjustment between letters. You don't have to go behind the knot each round. If you got multiple blocks, you can stack them all at once. Okay? You guys hear that?
You guys want to change any of the letters? Good.
I feel like I'm.
Yeah. Go ahead and move to the right a little bit.
Ambo, can you pull tighter?
All right, well, let's hold for a second. To the right a little bit.
Can I go higher?
It's leveled
I
right.
think she needs a little more tension.
So everyone needs tension. Is that what we need to do? Can we all take a step back?
Michelle, you're a little high still.
It looks pretty level.
You guys pull just a hair tighter.
Yeah, right there.
Michelle's got all 3 remaining blocks.
Less coffee, more listening.
Rangeley! Reward! Finally! Not that hard.
Yeah, no, it's okay. At least it wasn't you twice in a row.
I'll let them have their moment. All right, Rangeley, finally a win under your belt. You can go refill your water, get your cell phones from your camera people, come on down, have a little swim, cool off, and I'll call you guys over for the immunity challenge. Moosehead, your first loss, I got nothing for you. You guys can head back to camp and think about what you've done.
So we just lost our first challenge. And the rules changed, which really wasn't fair. But isn't Survivor about outplaying and outlasting? Come on now. We could have won that if we had full rules in play, but it doesn't count, so we'll get the next one.
It was working together and you had an eye on it. I think everyone's basically individual coming into this.
Except for Luke and May, but we took care of them.
Yeah, exactly. Problem solved.
That's not the last problem with this.
No, I'm sure.
All right, let's go swim.
The beginning, our communication we had, without good communication, we would not have won that.
Not afraid to tell somebody when they need to adjust
And you did it, you know.
and then respond to that.
Sorry if it came off like I was
No,
being
never.
bossy.
No,
Never.
no, it's good.
I was just eyeballing those. Like anytime it would start to tip, I was like, oh.
You gotta be direct.
Yeah.
You gotta respect them. Direct.
Right.
Parents unite. Me, Amber, and Steve. Like, we're in it to win it. We'll take Austin with us, but you know, because he's good. He's good blood. But yeah, the 3 of us. I think we're gonna keep strong bonds right there. Parents gotta unite. Do me up solid.
Alright. My reward nap. Thank you for
I
that.
don't.
How's the game going for you guys?
I don't know yet.
I know, right? It's hard to
I feel
know.
like it's so soon. Really. I feel like I trust you.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Everybody probably knows you guys are in line together. Because I got to keep my eyes and ears open because obviously being allied with them, they're going to choose each other over me. So I just need to be careful and make sure that I'm the first one to stab in the back, I guess. I mean, you guys are best friends.
Right. We actually only talked like once before. Yeah. We talked like once. We didn't talk much pre-game about this. He, straightforward, came and asked if we were working together. It kind of caught me off guard, not gonna lie. I knew that was coming. I definitely think I want to be honest with him and say yes, but also I want to work with you. So I think I want to go talk to him. So I mentioned to Ivy, the three of us, she's him. But we didn't really want to get into it because people weren't on our way.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit hard. Giles is really
He
vibing with
lurks
Art.
around.
Well, and also, I think I was just gonna say, I think him and Art are chatting a whole lot.
They've been chatting a lot.
I mean, how are you feeling right now? Even though it's not tribal council.
Yeah. I think, this kind of shows us like who's cracking under pressure. I think my biggest threat might be Giles, all because he's been here already doing this, so he has a good idea what to do. So as long as I stay close to him, I think we might be on something. This next round, the elimination round, we're gonna find out, who's cracking.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we weren't able to win that challenge, and that's a challenge that no matter who you are and no matter how experienced you are, that's going to be the challenge that will really make or break the team, because communication, balance are huge to accomplish that challenge. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I kind of, was on the sidelines for that, just because I know how difficult it can be. And even though I know I have, good steady hands, I mean, I kind of figured like, let me sit out and let the rest of the tribe kind of just figure out how to communicate and how to kind of work together as a team to win it. So.
Even grown up. Who needs a reward when you got a beach ball?
Honestly, as long as the three of us stay together.
Right. Three.
Just gotta sway.
If we go
Devoted with
to
us.
tribal, do you want to go for it, Charles?
Yeah, it's like trying to set out like every challenge.
I noticed that you was all like, I can sit out. You've already sat down. I'm like, no, I haven't. What are you talking about? I'm really happy he's on the same page to work with Ivy and I. I think that's gonna be really good. Okay, why would somebody not put something in there? There's a great spot to put something. You should have put something there.
Do you even know what we're looking for?
Nope.
Oh, like, am I looking for a rock? Am I looking for like a portrait photo of Sam?
Probably. No exam.
Oh.
All right. Well, now you have a chance to get back into the game eventually, but first you're gonna have to face some challenges. And with these challenges though comes an opportunity to get advantages for when eventually, if you do make it back in the game, you can use those to help you advance further. So this is an old Survivor Winthrop classic challenge. Holding the tile up, balancing the ball for a certain amount of time. Now, if you want to get this reward, you need to successfully advance through the first 2 levels. Normally there's 3 levels. We're just gonna have 2. So that means 1 minute holding the ball with 1. Then, if you'd like to achieve the challenge, you'll need to do another minute with the second ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge starts now. So 1 minute from now. 1 minute from now, and you'll advance to the next round. Alright, looking pretty good. And that's it. Good job, man. 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge starts now. Oh!
No.
Alright. That's a tough one. It gets very difficult. And you did a good job.
Rematch.
Did a good job.
Yeah.
You still have an opportunity to influence the game. Even though you're here on the Uncharted Island and you didn't succeed at your first challenge, you have an opportunity though to assign this advantage to somebody who's still in the game right now. Unbeknownst to them, they won't know where they got it from or who sent it. So who would you like to give this advantage to?
Come on in, guys. You guys ready to get to this immunity challenge? Michael, take it away.
You're going to select 2 tribe members. Those 2 tribe members need to have, just like on the last challenge, hands on the end of this bridge until we say start. Those 2 tribe members are going to swim out to the floating dock. On the floating dock, there are 11 puzzle pieces in the form of 2x4s, 4 feet long. You'll see them from here. Those 2 tribe members from each tribe are going to be responsible for bringing their tribe's 2x4s back here. Okay, once you come back, the 3 remaining on the beach cannot have their feet in the water. Those puzzle pieces need to be handed from the water to the beach, okay? Now, once all 11 of those puzzle pieces are in the hands of the 3, those 3 will then use those planks to build a bridge and disassemble it behind them to get across. Once all puzzle pieces are lifted away from this and all 6 feet are on the other side in the sand, all 5 tribe members can then go to the solving station. You slide them down in vertically. You will be spelling a word. Once all 5 of you have that word spelled correctly, you win. Okay?
Yeah. Winning tribe wins immunity, advances to the next round. Losing tribe, tribal council with me. Someone will be the second person voted out. Moosehead, you got to sit someone out. Can't sit the same person out 2 challenges in a row. Giles has got to play this one. All right. 4 immunity survivors ready. Go. Tight race, but Austin got the lead right now. Whoa, that's dangerous.
And what else floats in water?
Evan tossing the blocks to Arthur, and he's not giving him any time. Arthur is scattered right now. Trying to get them all composed. Luke and Austin seem to got a different strategy going. Austin's coming in with just 1. Oh. Looks like Rangeley's having a bit of a disagreement here on the best way to get their blocks. Luke,
Oh my word.
that's a very dangerous strategy. Arthur coming in, using the blocks as kind of a float, not a bad strategy. Luke coming in with the rest of the blocks for Rangeley. Arthur hoping to get to that point too. Luke and Evan up back. Arthur's good. He's able to walk now and run to shore. Austin coming back with his first set of blocks for Rangeley. It is up to Luke. You gotta have all of them. Luke and Evan have slowed right down. Energy is low. By Arthur and Evan. Callan, you're good. Moosehead is back. They've got all their blocks. They are good to start working on their bridge. Giles has played in this challenge before. He made a fatal mistake the last time, forgot some of the blocks. Moosehead is making their way along. All five can help with the puzzle. Right, exactly. It's the top and the bottom. Yeah. That's not what we're going Rangeley off to a rocky start here.
So let's get them all up.
Sam would start crossing it.
They were with us.
Not looking promising.
So this is over here. So it's a wall.
Oh, wait. It is, yeah. Yes.
Great.
Is that
Hold on. Are you connected? Yeah.
Could this be a W? To flip this around?
All of it? All of it or just the one?
All of it. So I don't know.
This head is
Upside down.
Rangeley seems to be having an epiphany of sorts.
There.
Where's the wind they desperately need? I feel like there's an edge here. No, this one has a stroke going up.
Oh, yeah.
Is this an eye?
Rangeley thinks. Yeah, let's be careful not to have any injuries there.
Go, guys! You can start putting it in if you start with the M.
Rangeley has started sliding. Let's see if they have the correct word. Rangeley getting those last few pieces in. Will it be correct?
Done.
Yeah! Yes!
Rangeley! Rangeley, you guys have got a break from tribal. Take it nice and easy. Moosehead, your first tribal council. This was a rough round for you. There's a lot to think about. We give you guys time to strategize. Head on back to camp. Get your stuff.
I'm a bit frustrated because when we were doing that, I said, do you think this could be a W? And I was like, I'm not sure, but I think it could be a W. No one really listened to me. They were like, oh, mine. And I'm thinking, that looks like this could be a W. And it was a W. The word was win.
Who do you think they're going to vote out over there?
I don't know. He was thinking Giles. I don't know. I was thinking one of the younger kids, but at the same time, they're the strength at this point. I know.
So who are the guys? Evan and Arthur and
Evan,
Giles.
Art, and Giles. Yep. I don't know the girls except for Ivy. Who's the?
Lindsay and Lexi.
So, Sam gave me at the end of the last round a life raft.
Someone has thrown you a life raft.
Okay. So this is an immunity token nullifier. It blocks the use of an immunity token by another player. Using this correctly will require careful planning on your part. Here's how it works. Unlike a regular immunity token, you will play this in secret. When you go to vote, write down the name of the person you'd like to prevent from using an immunity token on the space provided. Hand it to the tribal council manager. Then, if that person plays an immunity token, it will be nullified. So I'm not sure who gave me the life raft. It could have been May. Maybe she found it, and I don't know if there's a way that she could transfer it.
I'll give it to him.
Okay. This will be passed along to Luke.
So now, in addition to my arthropod, I also have this silver piranha. I don't know what that's for. Find out, I guess. I don't know Michelle well enough to know what she would do in the end. And so I was understanding she was voting Steve.
Yeah.
And then when I approached her afterwards and I said, you know, Steve didn't get voted out. There's only one vote to it. I was like, so did you end up voting Steve? And she's like, no, I said I was thinking about it. I didn't say I was going to vote. I was like,
Right.
oh, that's how we're playing this.
Yeah.
That is kind of like, I don't know how much I can trust.
So I was like, well, he's like, what do you want to vote? Like, I haven't completely decided. I have different options. He's like, well, what else do you have? I could see that being a reasonable thing to choose, but I can understand why. Like, I tried to like skirt tail around saying, sure, I'll vote Steve. I didn't want, like, of course I'm not doing that.
So she keeps to herself right now, I
She's
think.
a team player until she's not.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
I think. Which right now we're playing as a team.
Right.
When it goes to voting, though, that's when I think you have to watch out for more.
But here's the thing. So what if we did vote Austin next? But then if he doesn't think that we're gonna vote for Austin, and he brings out his immunity anyways, we get him to pull the immunity out, and we just get we would win. And he's got no more immunity because he's scared. And Austin gets voted out, and we don't lose our vote.
That's a good thing.
Right? Because I don't have ties to Austin.
I mean,
I'm still Parents Unite.
that's the thing. There's few parents here.
And we're all on the same team.
The three of us could go.
Right, which I would love to have that happen.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have kids, right? No. Okay, I'm safe. Oh.
Rogue on Austin, will you be upset? She's like, but I feel like between the four of us, he's the one I love him. I feel like I would stick with us three. Oh, I was just talking to Steve about that, there was this possibility of an item that could be at play. Right. And if we all four would vote him, then it's whoever he votes for gets booted out, which I think will be Steve. Because of what he was last time I tried to go for Austin. But if we go for Austin and make Luke into voting, and they still we'll have him have that feeling like they're going to get flush out the idol and not lose her vote.
He's an idol.
But either way, between the two of them, it's not one of us.
If he's nervous and it's an idol, he'll play it. His major stuff. He's number two.
We will never be in this position.
Exactly.
And we'll be having a different conversation
Plan A
after
is
merge.
win every.
But we have to try our best at the at the rewards, because we want their spirits to be as low as possible.
Exactly.
We don't want them thinking that they have some sort of like, we got those little geezers.
It does, even when it's a reward challenge, it does a number on your morale.
Yeah.
Right? So
I did feel good to sit in the hammock for a few minutes.
Right.
I was telling the kid, I'm going to sleep so good tonight.
I know, I feel so dirty. I was like, can I just take a quick take a quick dip and get all the sand off me from those boards?
Yeah,
We were very quick though, like
we were.
otherwise.
Yeah, I think we were just having a hard time figuring out the
Yep. Yeah.
words. I think the rest of it we did fine on.
Yeah. And the getting across, like that was really quick.
Yes.
And the disassembling it once we got that down.
Yeah, and I think it went a lot better this time around, at least for me, because I know the last time I did this challenge, I got eliminated because I made a bad mistake, and then wound up being voted out, which I wasn't really surprised, but at the same time,
Still sung.
yeah. So.
Yep.
Wow. Awkward.
Yeah. Obviously, not the best results that we were hoping for. We had high hopes that we were gonna, do pretty good during the challenge, but now the tough decisions have got to be made, and I'm certainly not the one to willingly vote out anybody. I don't willingly want to vote out anybody. I don't want to vote anybody out. I would never vote out anybody willingly, but
Right, yeah, somebody has to go though.
well, I know. So
Yeah, it's not personal. It's
no,
just a game.
I know. I know. I mean, hello, first person ever voted out. Anyone that's ever seen me play or been on the same tribe as me, that I'm like about as loyal as I can get.
Step out.
Yeah, just an easy play.
Yeah.
We got numbers right here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, nothing too personal. Good about somebody else.
Right.
But we all talked to him too and tell him.
I feel bad because this was the same challenge you got voted out after last time, and it's gonna happen again.
So who do we tell? We all want to be on the same page. So
Right.
he doesn't get lost.
Do we talk to Art about it? If we don't, then he'll feel like
Right. Yeah, but we gotta all have a few stars. Yeah.
I know that there's an alliance between me, Evan, Lindsay, and Lexi. But I don't trust Lindsay. I don't know why I feel like I can't trust her. I just feel like because we're friends, she's gonna want to act like she's gonna want to not have that target on her back. Evan, I think he knew that the girls were gonna get together, so he wanted to make sure he was part of that too. So I don't necessarily want to mess anything up between that alliance, but I also don't want to be stabbed in the back by that alliance.
You can pretend we're voting out.
You know?
Sure.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend that they're voting off me, which we kind of volunteered. It's kind of a risky idea, but I don't think Ivy and Lindsay will tell me, so I think I'm safe enough with that.
Who do you think might be the weakest player on the tribe?
I was actually thinking, the girls were thinking of giving Evan a help because he's strong. You know, why not go give the numbers right now? If you and Art join us, we could just get Evan because he's good at competitions, you know?
Right.
You know?
Well, I mean, I wasn't necessarily thinking along that line. I mean, I know that Evan can be really, he can be really competitive because, you know, not only have I done, you know, number of things with him, but I know that sometimes he can get pretty frustrated and then, you know, kind of just take himself out, which, I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong during the
No,
challenge.
I don't think anyone did. That's why it's a tough one.
Right.
You know?
So, I mean, like if you think that Evan is probably the biggest threat, then okay. But I mean, personally, for me, that's going to be a tough call to make anyway.
Mm-hmm. I know it is tough.
Yeah. So, and like in the biggest
And
thing,
I feel like Art is really good competition for like it helps. It like strong helps.
Right.
You know, Evan, I feel like he's out for himself.
Right. Well, yeah, and plus, like I'm like I know, like in the whole time I've played Survivor, like I am extremely loyal to pretty much anyone that I've been on a tribe with or anything. Right now, I think my alliance is just, I think it's pretty strong right now with Art because I've been kind of just, you know, talking with him about, you know, my own personal experience with being in Survivor for as long as I have.
So,
Yeah. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be best to go for Giles.
Giles, why?
I feel like he's not been very into the competitions.
Okay, like vocal.
He's just very like, I'm fine with sitting out. I don't know how much help he'll be to the tribe.
Got it.
Just kind of put my heads up.
Okay.
I think everyone else.
I'm keeping my enemies close. Giles is still on my list to be cool with until the end. Yeah, have you talked to others about his situation?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So
They feel similar? Yeah.
the thing is, we were kind of like, well, who talks to Art? Because he wasn't right there. So I spoke about it, said I could talk to him, and yikes, I don't know if I should have been the one to do that. That was kind of interesting. I don't know how smoothly it went. He seemed for it. I didn't want to make it seem like we were all excluding him beforehand. So that was a little tricky, because then he was like, well, have you talked to others? And I'm kind of like, yes.
Let's see. I want to see what others think too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my head's at.
Cool.
So I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's figure it out.
So, like, what do you think? Like, who do you think might be the weakest player on the tribe?
That's a really tough question. Yeah. Everybody's got their strengths for sure.
Right.
I'm not sure. I think Lex might be the biggest threat, but as far as who's the weakest, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the move?
Yep. He thinks we're doing Evan.
Really?
So just if he comes to you.
Okay.
Just talked to a lot of people. I was kind of the mastermind behind it, but I think we should go with
Giles at this point because he's played before, and you know the three of us girls kind of have an alliance, and Evan's trying to get in on it, so we have the numbers. Why not vote out someone who's played before? You know.
So what's your take on Giles?
I mean, he's played before, so that's why the girls are like.
You should like bring something to the table.
Well, just he's played like 5 times before, so you know.
Yeah. They want Giles out. I see where he kind of lacks, but then again, you know, there's still some of us who will continue to show what we lack too. But you know, we're gonna see.
Has he tried to align with anybody?
You keep asking him, what do you think?
He hasn't talked to me yet.
Oh.
Like, I'm not sure, but just know that I probably wouldn't vote you or Art out.
Oh, okay. Good.
Giles, what happened at that challenge?
We just we weren't able to put together everything in a good amount of time, and we just weren't able to, you know, figure out what the words were, and then unfortunately that kind of just, you know, bit us on the you know what. So that's kind of why we that's why we lost. Other than that, everything else went pretty smoothly.
Ivy, how are the physical elements of the day affecting your game right now?
It's hot. It's kind of a haze. I don't really know what's going on. Not all there. And when there's so much pressure and stuff, you have no idea what you're doing in the moment. It just kind of happens.
And Art, coming in as kind of an out-of-stater, are you feeling more on the outs, or do you feel like there might be enough connections here?
I'm connecting the dots. Let's put it like that. Yeah, I'm familiarizing myself with it all. Thankfully, swimming and being a part of a team is nothing new, so that this kind of helps being in the team that I'm in.
Well, let's see how things shape up from here. It is time to vote. Evan, we'll start with you.
You know I love you, dude. I'm sorry.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity token, if you'd like to play it, that would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Giles. Giles. It's 2 votes, Giles. Evan. It's 1 vote, Evan. 2 votes, Giles. Giles. It's 3 votes, Giles. Second person voted out as Survivor Winthrop, sink or swim. Giles. It's that vote. Giles, tribe spoken. It's time for you to go. It's never easy coming to see me at Tribal Council, but these decisions are only going to get tougher. You guys can grab your stuff, head over to the challenge arena.
You know what? I don't really feel that that disappointed. You know, I definitely if I was given another chance and I avoided getting voted out, I probably would have given it my all for whatever challenges that were out there. But you know what? I mean, I don't really feel offended or disappointed in myself. It's just it's just one of those things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe they thought that I was the strongest player with the most experience. Maybe I don't really know what the reasoning is, and I'm sure I'll find out. But you know what? I'm not upset about it. It is Survivor. One person had to go, and unfortunately that was me. So it's just it's kind of sad. But you know what? I'm keeping my head up. It's not a big deal. And you know what? I definitely wish the best, nothing but the best for my tribe. So unfortunately, oh well. So bye.
You may either sink, choose to stay where you are, or you can swim, stage a mutiny, and move to the other tribe. If you want to make a move, change the game, and mutiny, then step forward now.
All this passing boat? What boat? You thought that you were going to get rid of me that easy? I'm swimming.
Okay, so boat isn't working, so we're gonna have to swim back.